We are cooking chicken and king oyster mushroom stir fry today. I'm using thigh, so first we need to cut them. If you are using breast, it is best to marinate it because breast is easily to be cooked, overcooked, so it's going to be dry. So I have on another video to show how to marinate chicken breast to keep it moist and tender. Just look out for that one. The vegetables, obviously, it is the king oyster mushroom. Firstly, cut them into thick rings or discs. You can see in this size, and then we need to cut crosses on both of the flat surfaces. This will help the flavor absorb in, also to help the moist to be draw out quicker later on when we cook. The crown of the mushroom is bigger than the stalk, so we need to cut it in half after we've done all the cross cuttings. Other garnish would be some sliced ginger, 3 cloves of garlic sliced as well, and then spring onion sliced. Try and keep the green and the white part separate because we're going to add them in at different times. Red peppers needs to be cut similar sizes to the mushrooms and the chicken pieces, and also for the onions later on as well. This is a big red pepper. Usually with the big ones there's a baby inside, so I really like it. I'm gonna keep it on the side and chop it up later into my fried rice later on. I'm only using 1/4 of this big onion. It's for the extra sweet and crunchiness into this dish. However, if you don't like onion, you can absolutely fine to leave it out. My garlic, ginger, spring onion, red peppers and onions ready. So we need to sear the mushrooms and the chicken separately. So first we're going to do mushrooms. So a lot of oil in a hot pan, some ginger slices in there, so until it's golden and release its flavors. Then we have the mushroom with the cut side down. My non-stick pan is a bit small, so I'm doing in 2 batches. Takes about a minute on each side. Before turning the mushroom, keep the pan moving or use your spatula to move the mushrooms around the pan so it doesn't stick on one place. So pick up one piece to see if it's golden. If it is, then just change to a different side. So keep it doing this way until all the mushrooms are seared, and take them out on a plate. Then we'll need to sear the chicken. When both sides are seared golden, you can see the texture of the mushrooms changed. Instead of the hard filling, it is now a little bit floppy, almost like a rubbery kind of filling. And when you squeeze it, it bounces back. Heat the pan up to really hot with fresh oil and sear the chicken now. You should hear it sizzling straight away as you put the chicken down. We don't move it around yet, just put all them down on one side and then until they are golden on the bottom side, and then I'll flip it over to sear the other side. So while the chicken is sealing, you can sprinkle a little bit of salt at this stage. So it's now golden on this side, so we'll turn it around. Once all the chicken is seared on both sides, take them out just like the mushrooms. They can be in the same plate or same container, whichever you're using. One note here is that the chicken is not cooked through yet. We just sear both sides. So heat up your pan again. Doesn't have to be very hot oil yet. You can add in your garlic, ginger, spring onion, stir fry for about 30 seconds until the fragrance comes out, which you can smell. Keep toasting so they don't get burned on one side. So when it's ready, we can add back in the chicken and mushrooms. So give a good toast or stir, whichever way you can do. After about 30 seconds, we can season. 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar. The sugar, as I said before, will run up the saltiness and make the dish a lot more balanced. I'm cooking this one gluten-free. If you are not gluten-free, you can add soy sauce. Reduce the salt to ½ teaspoon and then add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce in there instead. And give them a toast until all the flavors married together. And then you can add your onions and red pepper in there. If you do like chili, add some red chili in there as well. So the pepper is only for the color, so the dish looks more pretty. One tablespoon of rice cooking wine. Not only will it give you a bit moist into the dish, it will also combine all the flavors together and then give it an extra fragrant. If you like a dish more saucy, add some water. Here I'm putting down 3 tablespoons of chicken stock, which I made with trimmings of chicken, and I will show on a different video how to make chicken stock at home. Very simple. So it should take about 2 minutes after you add the vegetables until they're all crunchy, still just cooked. This dish will be ready. Then we'll finish with a drizzle of sesame oil and some green part of the spring onion. Then you have your dish.